Villains could be so cool if they actually made their strongest form sprite. Well, I guess they do look pretty good as a limb burst too. Immortal Knight Garland's Trustmaster reward boosts attack by 50% and limb burst gauge fill rate by 100%. Very straightforward. His Super Trustmaster reward is a set of heavy armor with good attack, defense, and spirit, which gets weaker in order. More notably, it also grants an MP regen and Human Killer Plus. Onto his active abilities. Garland has several magic spells, though the only ones currently upgradable are Fira and Dark Rock, which can both go up to stage 3. Fiend of Earth, Earthquake, deals earth damage that chains of Quake, and raises your team's lightning resistance by 70%. Fiend of Fire, Blaze, deals fire damage that chains of Stardust Ray, and raises your team's ice resistance by the same amount. Fiend of Water, Tsunami, deals water damage that chains of Flood, and raises fire resistance. Fiend of Wind, Cyclone, deals wind damage that chains a tornado and raises earth resistance. Dark Spiral Plus partially ignores the enemy's defense. Rumbling Darkness chains of Absolute Mirror of Equity and imbues Dark onto Garland. Thundaga and Flare can't be upgraded for whatever reason. Revenge of Chaos partially ignores the enemy's defense and chains of Absolute Mirror of Equity. Chains of Rebirth can only be used every 20 turns. It dispels your enemies, maybe inflicts D-status ailments, a 70% full break, and maybe stop. I think this was meant for Arena. Darkness uses a fraction of Garland's HP to deal dark damage and lower dark resistance by 120%. Round Edge deals dark damage that chains of Bolting Strike and lowers fire, water, wind, earth, and dark resistance by 120%. Passives. With his Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Garland gains stats. With his new passes, he'll hit the cat pretty easily, and he has an excellent foundation to work with as well. He prefers to carry a single weapon, meaning half the boost to the Chain Limit Cat. At EX plus 2 he gets Warring Spirit, and at EX plus 3 he gets 500 attack. Let's look at his Limit Burst. Onto his Super Limit Burst. As a physical damage dealer, Garland has access to Attack Shift, which will boost his attack by 250%, his Limit Burst damage by 200%, and fills his Limit Burst gauge when the Super Limit Burst is ready. The Super Limit Burst itself inflicts an 87% defense and Spirit Break, lowers fire, water, wind, earth, and dark resistance by 125%, deals strong dark damage, and then raises the damage modifier of certain Limit Bursts. Namely, any of the original Garland's Limit Bursts. Yes, the first 4 all belong to him, the next 2 are from this Garland, and the last 2 are from Merilith. Let's rank Brave abilities. I'd prioritize All-Consuming Chaos for the killers, Chaotic Influence for the damage modifiers, and Round Edge for more damage. Time to make a damage rotation. On turn 1, cast Rumbling Darkness, and double cast Round Edge. On turn 2, double cast Round Edge and Cat with Dark Spiral Plus. On turn 3, double cast Round Edge and cast Revenge of Chaos. On turn 4, double cast Round Edge and Cat with Dark Spiral Plus. On turn 5, use his Super Limit Burst. Repeat the rotation from here. So, EX2? Sure, he's free. So how good is Immortal Knight Garland? Despite having a plethora of cool abilities, his Neo Vision Awakening pretty much locks him into Dark. He has gained modifier buffs for his other elemental attacks, but not to the same extent as his Dark damage unfortunately. You can still use them for their elemental resistance buffs though, which admittedly isn't really something you'd think of bringing Garland for. Garland does have a bunch of rows though, which lets you equip certain limited items onto him. Still, while he is kinda flexible, you'll likely only use him to deal strong dark damage. He's certainly capable and relatively easy to build thanks to his foundation, but ultimately ends up just kinda decent compared to the rest of the units we've got. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you can Neo Vision Awaken the Immortal Knight Garland, and if so, to what level? I already got him from a previous event, and apparently I can convert him. It's a nice change, given that previous free units weren't convertible at all. Wait, was this unintended?